You're such an asshole!
Hello, Aaron. I live in the Syracuse, New York area and recently graduated from a local small college with a bachelor's of finance and business analytics. No! Prior to becoming a business major dummy, I majored in chemistry, got A's in courses such as organic chemistry and Calc 2. Why did you switch? Why do you go to chemical engineering? Now I have problems. They're your problems and you pay me, but they're still problems. It's part of the dual business. I'm sorry. Business. Here, I'll put this on because I'm a business, or you're a business major. As part of the dual major business program, a few of the courses involve the use of code, and in particular R and Python. And although I do not see myself as an expert in these languages, I was able to learn and implement the code at a fast rate. Good. Yes, because you're smart. You don't pass organic chem and Calc 2 with A's unless you're smart. And so it's not surprising that you had a penchant or proclivity, is that the right word, for programming. For the past few years over the summer, I worked in the landscape and found out I did not hate doing manual labor, and to some extent, I found it could be fun as I could joke around with the guys while working. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with manual labor. Additionally, outside my landscaping job, I mowed lawns for people on the side to make extra money. Currently, during the weekday, I'm working for the same landscaping company doing home remodeling. Did you graduate? Graduated. Married in business. You too can mow lawns with a degree in business. Bidnaayyyzzz is spelled Bidnaayyyzzz. Bidnaayyyzzz. I mowed lawns for people on site. Currently, during the weekday, I'm working for the same landscaping company doing home remodeling until springtime, and on the weekends, I'm working 12-hour shifts in retail. What the fuck are you doing in retail? Honest to fucking Christ. Seeing as how I don't mind manual labor, I've been looking to becoming a plumber's apprentice. Okay, well, let's just add a fifth program. Electrician's apprentice with the ambitions of being able to start my own business one day. I would like to move out of the state of New York to a more southern state like Tennessee or Georgia. My question is, should I look for a job in finance, even though based on my own research and opinions, I think most jobs in finance are scummy and low paying? Why did you... Now you do the research after spending 4 years in that. Oh. Every kid in America should be listening to me right now. Every young person should be listening to me, and then we wouldn't have these problems. You want the deficit to go away? You want nearly all of our financial problems going away? Have your kids around the age of 13 or 14 tune into old Capmeister here, and then we don't have problems like this. This guy ain't even doing that bad. He's got jobs. More jobs than he knows what to do with. But the point is, why are you now looking at jobs after you got the degree? Being that index funds beat hedge funds, 60% of options expire worthless, and people who work in investment banking work long hours with moderate pay and bonuses that could potentially involve the bank's own stock. Right, yeah, no, it's not worth it. Like everyone, I remember the days, in the 1980s, they made movies about Wall Street all the time. There was even a movie called Wall Street, and everyone wanted to be in Wall Street. And then some girls would go to LA to become an actress. And now it's like, fuck New York and fuck California. No one wants to live except that, like, you go work in Silicon Valley now. No one's like, oh yeah, I want to work on Wall Street. Like, fuck that. Or should I take a coding boot camp and find a job that involves code, even though while in college I loathe sitting in front of a computer for hours? Or should I just become a plumber or an apprentice? Decide for me, Aaron. Decide. How about you do what you were supposed to do before you went on a 4-year, Lord knows how much tuition expenditure of majoring in business and whatever the thing was. Dude, I can't answer this for you. I can take your money, tell you I can't answer it for you, but I can't answer this for you. You gotta go research and figure out what you want to do. You know what I should do? Well, I'm gonna help you out anyway, but what I'm gonna do, if people ask me, without researching it themselves, what should I do? Not what should I do? Aaron, decide for me. It's like, okay, I will decide for you, but you're giving me 20% of your after-tax income. As if I'm going to be your agent and tell you what to do, if I am the captain, at like a real one, and you are a lieutenant or a sergeant or a private, and I tell you what to do and you go make money, you owe me commish. I'm 22, I have roughly $4,000 in student debt. I live at home with my mom and have around $15,000 in savings. Hey, Mom, thanks for divorcing Dad, making sure Dad wasn't around, so he came talking to me, and then I made money. Because God almighty, if there was a father around to give him the wisdom, then he wouldn't be here, would he? Additionally, do you think that wages in finance and jobs requiring code will decrease? I personally see a trend of importing illegal immigrants to fill those jobs. As while I was still in school, I saw a lot of the new finance and business analytics professors were from India or Turkey. No, coding, look, it's like anything else. If you're going to learn to code. Be a great coder. Learn program. You can go to boot camp if you want. But then you got to put together a portfolio. And then you got to get your certification. You got to be on top of your game. And you got to be better than the other guys. It's just what it is. And I'll tell you this about your professors. Okay? Your professors are not your competition. Professors are failures in life who cannot do anything in the real world. That's why they're professors. Now, occasionally you get a good professor that like teaches on the side or retired. Like he or she was successful or they are successful and they just do the teaching as a fun. But if these guys, and that's their full-time job is to be a professor, they're not your competition. By the fact they're teaching, they are losers. They can't hack it in the real world, and now they're teaching business. So those, I mean, okay, yeah, and a lot of them are going to be grad students. So a lot of them are going to be teachers. A lot of the immigrants are grad students, so they will also then be teachers. But I wouldn't worry about, I know as many companies, many people, they're like, oh yeah, we thought we could pay Punjab, 30 cents a week to program the code. Oh my God, the code came out shit. Really? Not that Punjab wasn't a great programmer. That individual was not a great programmer. He didn't get the certification. Now it's like, oh, we need people with experience, Punjab or not. So if you're going to go and become a coder, go and become a fucking coder. Not somewhere you graduate from the local dipshit U of, yeah, here's your certification. And like, oh, I kind of know how to code. No, be a good coder. I would not waste your time trying to avail yourself of your finance degree. I just wouldn't. This is starting to hurt my head. No wonder business majors are so stupid wearing their hats backwards. Pressures out the brain. If you're lucky, maybe you find a job in finance, but I wouldn't waste my time doing that. You are not going to become a plumber. You are done with education now. You are done. Now comes the work time. Now it becomes we grow some pubes down there and we become a man and we support ourselves. And your goal is to pay off your student loans. Your goal is to save up a little retirement fund. Your goal is to save up a little cash emergency fund. And then your inevitable goal is to move out of your mom's house. Your goal is to find out what work is like, because you're just like, should I pee over here? Should I piss over here? What about, I got some urine left. Can I try pissing over? Should I water that plant? No. I think what you should do is I'm not discounting your manual labor. I would stop mowing yards. Unless the money is really good. Where did it go? I would still doing landscaping with the guys. That's fun. That's good. That's healthy for you. It's good exercise. You're making money. Home remodeling. There we go. Found it. Currently during the weekday, I'm working for the same landscaping company doing home remodeling until the springtime and on weekends. That is where I would be focusing on. You increase your carpentry skills. And the reason for that is because not only will it make you money, but that is going to give you a skill and a trade that you can use not only down the road to make money from other people, but when you decide to build your own house, you can save tens of thousands, if you're really good, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And it's a lifetime skill you always need. Like every guy who becomes a homeowner inevitably becomes a carpenter of some skill or trade. And if you're really good at it, that is good. It's like becoming an auto mechanic. If you can fix your own car, you're going to save easily like 25 grand in labor and auto repairs over the course of your life. And since you don't know what you don't know what you want to do, now you go, what should I do, Aaron? 20% lifetime earnings. I'll tell you what to do, and I don't care if you're happy with it or not. I don't care if you change. You need to work, and you need to become a man, and you need to support yourself. And then after you've built up enough money and paid off your student loan debts, and you have 3 to 6 months savings, and you have your own apartment, then you could start thinking about whether you want to go and become a plumber or electrician, which maybe you do want to become. That's another benefit of working in carpentry and remodeling homes. It's not like the plumber can't show you how to solder some copper pipes together, or electrician can't teach you how to wire a light. You'll pick some of that up. You'll learn that. But before you go jumping, like, I think this time, I think this one, I think this one, I think, hey, this job kind of sucks. Why don't you sample being a plumber and electrician a little bit? See if you can help out the plumbers or the electricians with some jobs. See if you like carpentry. And then after 2 to 3 years' time, and you have your money and you've become a competent carpenter, then you can ask yourself, do you want to learn to program and code? Or do you want to become a tradesman? Right? But you are not getting any more education. You are not going to school for anything else. If you're really bored and you're looking for something intellectual to do, fine. Take a coding class. Very, very leisure time. Very, very, very part-time. Just to see if you like it. That's something to do at night when there's no daylight left and you can't roof the house no more. All right? But you are not going to a full-time boot camp. You're not going back to school for your computer science degree. You're not going to join the union. You're not going to go to the community college to learn how to become an electrician. You're going to sit the fuck down and work. And then you will experience real life as a man, and you will get your finances in order. Your finances are actually pretty good, by the way, but let's just knock out that debt. You will stop living at home with mother. Oh, mother! Hello, mother. I'm a big boy now. And then you will decide in 2 to 3 years' time what you may want to specialize in. Because then you'll know. You'll know. Instead of like, there's a plant to piss on. Let's try, I don't like that. God almighty, people should be thankful I am here. All right. You got questions. Cappy's got answers. Asshole Consultant. Links down below. Let's talk about degrees, boys. You go, what? Where did the clank goof up? He didn't read this book. Get this book. Graduation is coming up. Get this book for all the young kids who are about to graduate from high school and go on to college so they read this and don't fuck up their lives like the millennials. By the way, that book, How Not to Become a Millennial, will be coming out by Vince Barrick. This would help. This guy, curse of the high IQ, I guess you get. Here's another one. Very important, Bachelor Pad Economics. Like, link, subscribe, shit below. Tune into the podcasts. And that's another thing. 2 other things. I have a phone. If you want to call me and have personal talky talk, because you're a boomer and you don't know how to do internet, I do this, but it's $200 an hour. It's incredibly expensive. There's also the life improvement plan. If you are a loser and you have problems, not this guy. This guy has small problems. But if you're a loser, I actually had a client come in, and it looks like we're going to have the life improvement plan. So if you want to improve your life dramatically and quickly, bet against yourself. Come talk to Cappy. If you have major, like I don't have a driver's license, I live at home. You want to solve those problems, come talk to Cappy. Links, things below. Talk to you guys later. Toodles.